Community benefits are not a new idea, as was pointed out by Senator Omidvar. Our Commonwealth cousins in the United Kingdom instituted the Public Services Act, Social Value Act, in 2012, which calls for all public sector procurement to factor in economic, social, and environmental well-being in connection with public services contracts. It requires that all public bodies in England and Wales consider how the services they commission might improve the social, economic, and environmental well-being of the area. This includes providing apprenticeships and work placement programs. In Australia, the state government of Victoria published a guide for use by their community governments on social procurement. It mandates that government procurement take the following factors, among others, into consideration when awarding contracts. Build and maintain strong communities by generating local employment, particularly among disadvantaged residents. Promoting social inclusion and strengthening the local economy, strengthening partnerships with a diverse range of community and government stakeholders, and demonstrate leadership across the wider community and local government sector, and achieve greater value for money for their communities. In 2016, the European Union commissioned and published a report entitled Social Enterprises and the Social Economy Going Forward. This report argues for a European action plan which would promote an environment for social enterprises and the social economy to build on their core values. These include democratic governments, social impact, innovation, profit reinvestment, and most importantly, priority given to the individuals in the economic decision-making. Bill C-344 is not another burden being placed on companies asking to be considered for federal contracts. It is a way for the federal government to take into consideration the economic, social, and employment benefits of their decisions using taxpayers' dollars. Senator Omidvar outlines examples in Canadian urban areas and outside of Canada. I have looked specifically at the benefits attained or that are possible within Canada's Indigenous communities. Lack of employment or underemployment is a major factor for the desperation and hopelessness felt by Indigenous youth. While this may stem from geographic isolation, it very often is simply a lack of opportunity. For companies to include in their federal government proposals the community benefits relating to local employment, especially the employment of Indigenous youth, as done by the Ontario Power Generation, as mentioned earlier, the impacts could be quite literally life-changing. Bill C-44, Section 20.1, defines community benefit as follows. Community benefit means a social or economic or environmental benefit that a community derives from a construction, maintenance, or repair project and includes job creation and training opportunities, improvement of public space, and any other specific benefit identified by the community. There is nothing negative in this definition and nothing that might prove onerous to those companies wanting to do business with the Government of Canada. Everything that touches Canadian communities and the people living in them should be beneficial. Otherwise, why bother? I ask that colleagues take the time to read the bill and move it forward for study at committee. The aims of C-344 can only benefit the regions, provinces, minorities, and Indigenous peoples. And as senators, these include everything and everyone we represent. Walalio. Thank you.